Euclid's Elements, Book 3, Proposition 32. If a straight line touch a circle, and from the point of contact there be drawn across in the circle a line cutting the circle, then the angle formed between that cutting line and the tangent will be equal to the angle contained by the alternate segments of the circle. It's a little easier to explain if you have the picture. So let us have circle AB, CD, and let's have a line touching this line. So line EF touching circle ABCD. And at the point of contact, if we draw a cross in the circle, a line, let's do it in a different color here, cutting the circle. So if we draw BD, then what we're saying is that the angle created on this side between so the angle DBF, the angle we created between this cutting line and the tangent, will be equal to an angle contained by this alternate segment. And the angle contained on this side of the cutting line and the tangent will be equal to an angle contained by this alternate segment of the circle. So we have enough to say what we're going to do. I say we're going to show that angle FBD is equal to the angle in the alternate segment BAD. And the other angle, angle EBD, will be equal to the angle contained in the alternate segment. So an angle in alternate segment BCD. So step one, we're going to, from this point of contact, we're going to draw, so at B, we're going to draw a line perpendicular to EF. So let it be BA. So that means we've got a right angle here and a right angle here. Second step, we're going to use Book 3, Proposition 19. And that tells us that when we draw a line from the point of contact with a line cutting a circle, a line perpendicular to that touching line, then the center of the circle will be on BA. So the center is on line BA, which means BA has cut our circle into halves. We have two semicircles. So now let's connect AD. And if we look at AD, the angle here is an angle in a semicircle. And we know from Book 3, Proposition 31, that an angle in a semicircle is right. So we know this is a right angle. So angle ADB is a right angle. Well, we also know that the sum total of the interior angles of a triangle equal two right angles. This is one right angle, therefore the angle that remains, namely angle 1 here and angle 2, have to be, this is from Book 1, Prop 32, the remaining angles have to be equal to a right angle. So angle 1 plus angle 2 has to be equal to a right angle. And we know from down here that angle FBA is also a right angle. So since 1 and 2 are a right angle and FB is a right angle, then 1 and 2 is equal to angle FBA. So angle FBA is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. I'll put those in green just to be consistent here, if I can think about it. But notice FBA includes this angle, which I will call, includes this angle, which I'll call angle 3, and angle 2. So we can just replace FBA with angle 2 plus angle 3 equals angle 1 and angle 2. Well, now we can use common notion 3. Since these both contain angle 2, we can remove equals from equals and the remainders are equal. Therefore, the angle that remains, angle 1, so angle 3 is therefore equal to angle 1. But notice angle 3 is FBD, and angle 1 is the angle contained, right? This is an angle contained in the alternate segment, BAD. Therefore, the angle created between this cutting line and the tangent, angle 3, is equal to the angle contained in the alternate segment of the circle. So that is the first thing that we have proven. Now we're going to try to prove that this angle, so we'll mark it here, we'll mark this angle, maybe in a different color. We're going to say this angle, which we'll call angle 4. We're going to prove that that angle is equal to an angle contained in this alternate segment. So let's make an angle in this alternate segment. Let's make it like this. See. So here is an angle in the alternate segment. And we want to show now that this angle 4 here is equal to this angle 5. So now let's look at this quadrilateral. We have a quadrilateral ABCD. So in quadrilateral ABCD, we know from Book 3, Proposition 22, that opposite angles in a quadrilateral, when we add them together, they equal 2 right angles. So we can take this angle at A, angle 1, and angle 5, and we would know that angle 1 plus angle 5 have to equal 2 right angles. But we also know if we look at angle 4 and angle 3, right? This is D is a straight line set upon a straight line, and it makes the adjacent angles equal to 2 right angles. So angle 4 and angle 3 taken together give us a straight angle. So we can say angle 4 plus angle 3 equal 2 right angles. So 2 things equal the same thing or equal to each other, therefore 1 plus 5 is equal to 4 plus 3. But we saw up here that 1 and 3 are equal to each other. So we can remove equal things from equals and the remainders are equal. So we can subtract angles 1 and 3 since they're equal to each other. And that means the angles that remain, angle 4 and angle 5, are therefore equal to each other. So that proves that the angle between this cutting line and the tangent on this side is equal to the angle contained by the alternate segment. So that's the second thing that we're supposed to prove, and therefore we have proven everything required of us. And so we conclude with QED.